It's one day after the death of General Mother. Captain Bates is giving a speech to the whole camp to brief them about the investigations into the aeroplane which was shot down the day before. The camp is still unaware of the death of General Mother.
As you are all probably aware, this camp is currently under investigation after the terrible events of yesterday. General Mother has asked me to brief you on the proceedings. Due to shortage of transport to this area, the investigation into the crash will be delayed for a couple of weeks. In the meantime, training will continue as normal. And as for the 2 brave American soldiers who were wrongly accused of this tragedy, have been ordered to be put into isolation until the investigation begins. Or at least they would have been if they hadn't gone AWOL. At the moment they are missing and presumed dead. I'm afraid to say, in the heat of this desert, they're more than likely dead. We will now have a minute's silence in memory of them.
After the silence, Colonel Ring gives his own speech.
As you may have noticed, I have been having a few problems with my voice synthesizer. This is because it is new and I haven't got the default word set up correctly. As a result, some of the things that I have been saying are not making much sense. I am trying to alter this, so if you can just bear with me and use understanding. If nobody has any questions, dismiss assist.
2 hours later, Sergeant Cheval is trying to motivate Up 1 into doing the training exercises.
Oh, Cheval, do we have to? Private, sir. You seem to be forgetting that you no longer have one over on me. If you reveal my little secret, I will tell the officers what really happened. How you hit the plane with the warning shot, causing it to be incapable of warning us that it was friendly aircraft. But Cheval, now move, before I cut off both your legs and stick them down your throat.
Captain Bates sits in his transport staring at the dead body of General Mother. The heat from the desert has accelerated the decomposition of his body. He sits in the same position as he was in at the moment of death, though he is barely recognisable as the great man he once was.
Repeat them in, sir.
General Mother is unresponsive.
Yes, sir.
Captain Bates exits the transport. Outside the transport, Captain Saunders is lecturing Hut 1 on how to use the tank simulator, when he is interrupted by Colonel Ring.
Sorry to interrupt your training, but I have to intro 2 new members to the camp.
Colonel Ring steps aside to reveal the 2 American soldiers that shot the plane down.
This is Private Mathieu and Private Farquhar. I'm sure they'll be happy with you.
As Colonel Ring walks away, he presses a button on his voice synthesizer.
Lid busted.
Captain Saunders continues his lecture.
Now, as I was saying, this is the tank simulator. From the outside, looks like an ordinary tank, and rightly so. This is the most sophisticated tank simulator money can buy. Some of you may have used tank simulators in the past, but nothing like this. This simulator looks and feels more real than the real thing. So watch, learn, and most importantly, have fun! And on that note, I'll leave you with your sergeant. Good luck.
Captain Saunders walks away. Cheval recognises the 2 American soldiers.
Privates Meta and Farquhar, you missed almost all of that briefing. For that, you will be excluded from this exercise. Go to your hut. Move! Pip, pip.
Captain Bates is in the command tent. He is sitting in General Mother's chair talking on the phone. He imitates General Mother's voice.
That's not good enough. I want the investigation done now.
Captain Bates slams the phone down. There is a knock at the door. Captain Baines turns his chair around to face away from the door.
Come in!
Colonel Ring enters the tent.
Sorry T-Dizaboo, but I need to talk to you.
What is it?
Oh, I lead Bentingen and I lead decade that IWNT Torplandicably live.
Simple answer. You can't.
I see NT walk with distinct his bastard.
I'm sorry, but that's out of the question.
The man kept his agneacy NT walk with them if they don't take me seriously. And that America captain don't lick him.
This cap is under investigation. No one is allowed in or out until this whole mess is sorted out.
Hockey I interested.
Colonel Ring leaves the tent. Meanwhile, at the tank simulator, Sergeant Cheval is still in shock over seeing the 2 American troops in British uniform.
What the hell are they playing at? I don't understand why he is calling for them.
Should we tell General Mother?
No, for all we know, this could have been his idea. For all we know, they could be clueless.
What do you mean?
I mean, they could have just taken some British uniforms and some ID, and Colonel Ring and General Mother could be clueless. Yes, that is a very good point. Either way, it could be very dangerous if we went around telling people.
They could be spies.
Yes, that's another good point. The best thing that we can do is try to act like a normal group of soldiers.
That shouldn't be too hard.
For you, maybe, but for Private Son, that should be an almost impossible task.